Are you stressed? A lot of us are about a lot of things. Well, maybe you'll take some comfort in this verse. It's Nahum 1 and verse 7. The Lord is good, a stronghold in a day of distress. He cares for those who take refuge in him. I'd like to read it in one other version. This is Robert Alter's version from his translation and commentary of the Hebrew Bible. Nahum 1:7. The Lord is a good stronghold on a day of distress, and he embraces those who trust him. We read a passage, we ask, what's it say about God? What's it say about people? What am I going to do about it? And who am I going to tell about it? Pause the video, answer those questions for yourself, and then come back. What does this passage say about God? Well, it says very plainly that he's a good stronghold on a day of distress. And what's interesting to me is this verse exemplifies that idea. You see, the rest of Nahum, all 3 chapters, are a judgment against Nineveh, which is the capital of Assyria. Assyria was the enemy of Israel, and God was using Assyria as a judgment against Israel. But this promise from Nahum was that Nineveh, Assyria, would be taken care of, and the yoke would be broken off of Israel's neck, which is promised a little later in chapter 1. But except for this verse, verse 7, and sort of the end of 12 and then verse 13, pretty much all of 3 chapters of Nahum are about judgment and destruction of Nineveh. And so you have all of this distress, all of this destruction and judgment, and right in the middle of it, right here in chapter 1, is this gem in verse 7. The Lord is a good stronghold on a day of distress, and he embraces those who trust him. And it just leaps off the page, surrounded by all of this other judgment and destruction of the enemy. So what does this say about God? He might not remove us from the distress, but in the midst of it, he will be a good stronghold. What does this say about human nature, about people? Well, it says that we've got a lot of stress in our relationships, in our finances, in our jobs, in our families, in our community, in our nation, in our world. We've got stress all over the place, but we also have a good promise that if we take refuge in God, if we trust him, that he will care for us, he will embrace us. So what am I going to do about it? I've got a lot of things I've been praying about in my life and the life of some friends close to me that are really going through it. And I'm at the point where I don't know what more words would do. So I think I'm just going to put on some worship music tonight and take refuge in the Lord and trust him. What did you discover in this passage? I'm interested to know. Put it in the comments and I'll see you tomorrow.